Hi everyone, Happy New Year. Welcome back to my channel. For my video today, I actually have a bag review video. I haven't done one of these, I feel like, in probably 6 months or so. So I'm excited to share this bag with you today. I have my Brooklyn from Coach in the largest size, the 39 size. I've had it for several months and I've been loving it, and I thought it was time to do an honest review, show you the pros and cons of this bag. So let's get started with a good look at it. This is the Brooklyn style bag. It does come in 3 different sizes from Coach, and I got the biggest size, which is the 39 size, but there's also a 28 and a 23. So whatever your size preference is, they certainly do have something for you. Now, I went with the largest one. I've always loved a big bag, and I feel like they're really coming back in style. So I thought I would check this one out, and I loved it, and I bought it, and I've been using it quite steadily. Like right now, I have not been using it as my everyday bag, but I did use it probably for like 2 solid months without changing out, just because I found it so cool looking and it was really, really functional. So what made me change out was the bad weather hit. We had a couple snowstorms and a couple really rainy, messy days, and suede is not the kind of fabric that I really want to take out in the really bad weather. So I switched out to another more durable bag. Actually, I'm using my one of my Louis Vuitton canvas ones right now because they're practically indestructible. But let's talk about this bag and the styling of it. So obviously it is a hobo bag, big and slouchy. Gotta love a hobo. They're such a classic, and I always feel like they have this sort of vibe to them where you look a little cool, kind of like carefree, and I do love the look of them. What I liked about this one is I thought it had this really cool sort of kind of like an A shape with a really nice long handle, and the handle is quite stiff here. So as you can see, let me try to hold it. Like if you hold it by the sides, you can see that the handle still stays upright. So that is because of these leather pieces right here that are stitched onto the base of the bag, and that really keeps it nice and sturdy. So it's not doing some flopping or flopping over or anything, which is pretty common for hobo bags, but this one doesn't do that. So I really like that. The color of this one, it is brown suede, but it does come in a lot of different colors. So if you just want it leather instead of suede, loads and loads of colors in all of the different sizes as well. And I feel like they're starting to introduce some brighter colors too for the spring. So just a quick mention about the size, the actual size of the bag. It is 17 inches tall and 15 inches wide. So it's a really big, roomy bag. If that's too big for you, you can always size down to the 28, which is 11 by 11. Or if you like a much smaller bag and want to go with something like along this shape. Now, this is not the Brooklyn, but this is about the size of the Brooklyn, and it's actually 9 by 7. So it's actually more of an east-west style than a north-south style in the 23. So all of those, I'll link them all down below so you can check them out and see which ones you like. But obviously I really like the big bag, so I went with that. So a couple features on the bag. The corners are really nicely defined. So the bottom of the bag is a separate piece, so it's not going to slouch too much. And in fact, you can see as I'm holding it up that it doesn't really bow at the bottom because of that sturdy piece of leather inside. It's got your nice Coach emblem here. Very understated this bag is. No one would really know unless they're looking. And there is this button on the side here, which is actually the back of the snap for the interior pocket of the bag. There is a snap to close the bag as well. It's magnetic. You can really hear it. And it's easy to find too. It's not one of those that's very fussy. So if you really want to secure your bag, you can go ahead and click it closed, and it does it really well. And then the interior pocket also has a magnetic snap, and that is the little button that shows on the back of the bag. So either side, whichever way you're holding it, either with the button or with the very subtle Coach on the front, it's really very much understated. About the only branding really is this little Coach tag right here, which of course they always include. But I love the interior of the bag as well, because it's just a big open space. There's no dividers. I don't think dividers work in a hobo bag anyway, but this one has a beautiful leather finish inside too. And I'm wondering if I can actually, I don't think I want to turn it inside out, but maybe I'll just fold the side down and you can get a really good look at the beautiful leather on the inside. So there you go. It is tonal. It's not the exact same color of the bag, but it certainly is a tonal leather there. And it's really nice and soft. It's very beautifully stitched, and the whole interior of the bag is going to be this leather lining. So it's nice and smooth on the inside. Sometimes when you have a suede bag, if it has a suede interior, things will tend to like stick in it and you can't really find your things easily as you're rummaging around, but everything is nice and smooth in here. The size of the pocket as well is pretty substantial. These are my various cards that came with the bag, but the size of the pocket, I'm gonna say, let's see, if the bag is 15, it's probably a good 9 inches or so. So you really can fit everything in there. Sometimes I would stick my phone in there, and a big, big roomy pocket right there. So anything can go in there. You can put, if you're traveling, you put your passport. I would think this would be a really great bag for travel because it's just so roomy. And of course it's a shoulder bag, so you're just going to sling it over your shoulder like this. It gets really slouchy. It's very, very comfortable. The suede is very soft and comfy, and the bag itself doesn't have much in the way of hardware except those couple things I mentioned, the little snap here as well as the little tag here, but no real hardware to weigh it down. So it's very, very lightweight, even though it is a big roomy bag. And as you can see, if I'm holding it like this, it does tend to fold a little bit on itself, but all hobo bags do that, and I don't mind that. I feel like it's just the feature part of the style of a hobo bag. So that's not something that I don't like. I really do like that. I just love the way this looks when I'm wearing it. I think it looks so slouchy and so cool. But there are some cons with a bag this size. First of all, it is quite large, so if you've got a lot of bags or you've got your hands full with things, sometimes that large bag is a little bit cumbersome. That would be up to you to decide whether you can wear or carry a larger bag or if you want to size down a little bit. The other thing is, despite the fact that the interior is not a black interior, it still has a tendency to be a little bit of a black hole. Most larger bags that are not highly structured or divided typically tend to do that. So my solution for this was just to take one of my bag organizers. This one is from Clover Sack. It's a nylon bag organizer. I originally got it to go with my Louis Vuitton Graceful, and I discovered that it goes very well in here. So it just fits on the inside here. So as you can see, it's so hard to hold this open. I apologize for all this fumbling here, but it really is a bag that closes in on itself. It makes it very difficult to see on the inside of it, but let me give you a good look there. So I just put that divider in there, and now when I use the bag, I can actually find my belongings. So everything is going to be in place. I've got lots of slots, lots of pockets, etc. And then if there's something that maybe isn't going to fit in one of those little slots or pockets, there's also extra room on the side of the bag after I got the organizer in there. So it also does tend to keep it a little bit more sturdy on the bottom as well to prevent it from slouching. But overall, that would be my biggest complaint about this bag, is that it can be a little difficult to organize, a little difficult to find your things in. But you can try my solution, take an organizer from another larger bag and put it in here, and you should not have any problem at all with that. You can buy, you know, the best organizers if you want to, or you can go to Amazon and find something very reasonable. Either way, I feel like they function very well. The felt ones are very, very nice too, but this nylon one is really great because it has so many pockets and features and everything. As far as styling this bag goes, It's definitely more of a casual looking type of bag. So if you're a jeans and sweater kind of girl, and let's be honest, pretty much whenever I'm not at work, I'm wearing jeans and a sweater. So that's really my vibe outside of work. At work, I dress professionally. But for casual, I think this bag goes great. I just love the suede. I love the fresh look of the suede. I feel like it goes great with so many things. You can wear this with sneakers and jeans. You can wear it with joggers. You can wear it with boots. I even carried it with some knee-high boots in the same color by Stuart Weitzman, and then I had a midi skirt on, a sweater, and I thought it looked absolutely beautiful. It's just one of those bags that's really comfortable to carry and just looks very, very modern, and it's really a very good looking bag. So like I said, there's other bags in this style from Coach. They were sold out of the suede for a little while, and it kept coming back in stock. And in fact, my experience with my first purchase, I purchased it and then I got an email about a week later maybe saying that my order had been canceled, apparently because they sold out quicker than their updates were. So I looked for it in a different vendor and I ended up getting it, I think, from Dillard's department store, and it came in with no problem. So it's one of those things where you're just gonna have to be a little bit patient if you do want the suede one, but there are so many other beautiful colors. There's a black and brown and red and gray and you name it, excuse me, you name it. They have it in a color that you would like. So overall, I do have to give it a thumbs up. It is not going to light the world on fire. It's not going to be one of those bags that you're going to use for all occasions and all purposes. But if you have a casual lifestyle, if you're looking for a larger bag that really makes a statement, if you don't want to break the bank, because even though it is Coach, which is a good designer brand, it's definitely not in the realm of the thousands like some of the other modern other designers are these days. So I think it was about $500 for this one. So really not a bad price, all things considered. Like I said, I got plenty of use out of it, carried it pretty regularly in through the fall, right until the cold weather and the messy weather hit. It's not the kind of bag I want to risk in a snowstorm or hailstorm or anything like that, just because I feel like, you know, suede is a little bit more delicate. But I do brush it occasionally, and so far I have not had any problems at all with staining or really anything at all. But it has been great so far. I can really, really recommend this bag if you're looking for something just a little bit more modern and you don't want to break the bank with some of the bigger designer names. So that is it for my video today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do give me a thumbs up. It really helps. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Take care.